Yesterday was a rough day. I won't kid you. After doing that big day on 1,800 calories, 6 hours of training on 1,800 calories, and then staying tight on the calories again yesterday, I was weak yesterday. I was weak. Got the one yoga in, and when I get real tired, the guy calls it HALT. Hungry, angry, lonely, or tired. You got to be real careful of what you do that day if you got hungry, angry, lonely, or tired going on. So I think my vlog yesterday was very short because I definitely had the hungry, the angry, and the tired going. I might even been a little depressed too, where you staring up at the news. But I go through that, and I go all through that, and I know that it's because I'm keeping my calories so tight, and I'm losing this weight, and I don't even care. It's like, oh well, I'm gonna have these real crappy emotional days because I'm, basically I'm really starving my body, I guess. I use that word. I'm feeling good today, so I actually call it fasting today. But it's tough. It's not easy to do. It's hard. And it's hard to lose freaking weight. It's just hard. But is it worth it? Yeah. Because when I get down to 185, maybe, I'm thinking even maybe 182, 183, I'm way faster. And the tsunami, it's coming over to Scobia. The skinny, sinewy tsunami is coming over to Scobia, but yeah, every one of those X's is serious determination to hold that 1,800 calories every day, and then the fast on the Fridays. But yeah, my coach is getting those workouts longer. That was a 6-hour day. And that's tougher to hold to the 1,800 calories. But I don't know why I still feel like I have to do it. It's like, eat chub buddy. I had the bonk. Oh my goodness, that was a crazy day. But you know what? It's just like, I don't know, the tougher it is to do my training, the tougher it makes me. I just can't make my mind tough enough. I'll always have those things to reach for when I'm in the middle of the night, in the middle to Scobie or Arrowhead, in the middle of a blizzard, man. Bradley, you starved through workouts. You could make it through this blizzard. Eye of the Tiger. Heading out for my first workout. Just the regular 2-mile tempo walk. All right. So I'm getting ready to head out for my workout. And I was looking at my little dog. And he's giving me the look like he's kind of cold. Because I never turn the heat on in the apartment. I mean, I don't remember ever doing it. And so, kind of toughening myself up, but he kind of gets thrown into it where I'm toughening him up at the same time. And so he gives me the look every once in a while, like, I need my blankie. Here's a blankie. There we go. So I'm halfway through my workout, doing like an average of 15 minutes. I wish I was under 14 like I was a few days ago, but I'm still a little tired. And, I haven't eaten yet this morning, still doing that fast for the first workout. But one thing that I kind of discovered is if you keep your calories really tight, like what I've been doing, you got to sleep more to recover. That's all there is to it. So you go to bed a little bit earlier, you just got to sleep a little longer to recover, because if you don't have the food in you to recover, the food to fuel you, then I gotta sleep. So that's my strategy. Okay, I gotta go take a nap. Just kidding, Eye of the Tiger. So I'll tell you what I did this morning, because I kind of got a late start, but I sent an email out to these guys who do parkour. Right, they're two brothers. They do parkour. That parkour is badass. They jump over obstacles. These guys end up. One of the brothers might have been in American Ninja, which I just respect that so much. That looks so brutal. And anyway, they got. I don't know, somehow he showed up on my YouTube thing, but he's got over 900,000 followers on YouTube, right? So I figure, man, it's kind of like asking a girl for a date, right? If you don't ask, it's an automatic no. And so I sent this guy an email, say, hey, I'd love to pick your brain, man, on your YouTube and your social media. I'm on a mission. My mission in life is to get is to motivate people. That's what it is. And I'm supposed to motivate millions. I might have told him that, but and so, through social media. And so anyway, I sent him this nice email because I do totally respect what they're doing. And I'd love to, I call it, these guys all call it having a mentor, which I guess is a mentor, but I will tell you what, that guy will get something out of me too. He will definitely get some stuff out of me. I try to learn all the time in life. I got little tidbits I'll add. I won't be all one-sided, I guarantee it. Anyway, so I'm curious how these guys will respond. These guys are the parkour kings. All right, so that last mile, even though I didn't click it quick enough, it came in at so at a 15 for the first mile, 15, just a little bit over 15, like 15:06 or something, and then the second mile was like 14:30. Which is a big deal, like what I'm doing there. For me, I don't feel, I don't have it today. Today I'm tired, I'm hungry, and I don't have it. And I still was able to do a 14:30. So, 14:30 and a 29:30 for the 2 miles. Where, a month ago, I would have been probably a mile slower on a day feeling like this. So I'm pumped up. That was a big deal. So one of the big secrets to my success when I was in the video business, how we grew from being one of 30,000 stores in the US when I was 23 years old and opened a little 800-foot store with credit cards, to being one of the top, we were probably like in the top 25 chains in the nation by the end. Our 13-store chain, plus we had some of the highest volume stores in the nation. Our big stores had 7 checkouts and could crank 1,000 people through in 4 hours. So, but how we got to be that big and that good, big is relative, not big compared to Blockbuster or Hollywood, but our volume per store was right there with them. And, but it was because I would meet people at these conventions that had, in the beginning, it was like if we had a 1-store chain, if I could find somebody with a 3-store chain, and I would pick their brain. I would meet them. I'd say, oh, how many, or then I'd meet somebody at the national convention who had a bigger, higher volume stores, and I'd pick their brain. A lot of times I would fly out. I would, for the guys with the really big, high volume stores, high volume, multiple store chains, I would fly out and meet them. I would, go out and hang out with them for a couple days. People they respect that you're willing to come out there and spend some time with them and, spend pay for the airfare out there, the hotel, or, some of those guys put me up in their house. You think you learn a lot? You learn a ton by doing that. It was funny. So I tried to do this originally in YouTube. I went to the YouTube convention, and it was like all gamers, man. It was like I didn't meet anybody who wasn't a gamer guy. And on top of it, I got a stomach bug. So I'm like walking around trying to meet people, and then I got to run to the toilet. You know what? I had the big D word so bad that weekend that I ended up, I ripped like a hernia or something, man. I had to go in and get surgery of it. That's the only thing I've had. That's the only kind of thing I've had, like that in 20 years or something like that. But yeah, it was like, but I was still getting out there, trying to ask them, but it was like, that's different. That's why I like this parkour guy. I go, that's an athlete. I'm gonna have more in common with an athlete that's cranking some numbers than I am a gamer. I mean, I respect what they're doing, but it's just different, and they're just different. Eye of the tiger. The parkour guy got eye of the tiger. Somebody found the sunny spot. Oh yeah, and when towards the end of the video industry, you know, when I would go out to those conventions, or a little bit before the end, maybe I would say like 3 or 4 years when it was the peak. I'd say more like the peak, but because it peaked and then it just died really fast with Netflix and all that, you know. So, but I would go out there. I would study who the top guys were in the nation. And I would literally talk to our distributor. Hey, do you know anybody who knows this guy? I want to be introduced to him. And I would go out there on a mission, you know, just to meet one guy so that I could learn from him. That was my mission. Anyway, have a mission. All right, I just got out of yoga. Restorative yoga. I love the instructor. He really works on the breathing. I think I mentioned that last time, but it's like he's trying to get you out of that fight or flight, you know. So we're always, you know, putting, like today we use balls and put them under our calves, and you press down these hard balls to simulate stress in your life, and then you breathe through it. So that hard ball would be the equivalent of me being on a steep, icy slope. Just gotta breathe through it. Just breathe through it. Mellow man's gotta go lift weights now. I got it backwards again. I was gonna lift weights before yoga, and I just didn't make it over there in time. So now I gotta go lift weights, and it's hard to lift weights in a mellow state. But this is how I motivate myself in these situations, is that you just start. You just get started. You just do the first exercise. Like I do like a bench press, the bench press machine. It's easy for me. It gets me going. It gets the blood flowing. And then I just roll onto the next machine and just keep rolling till I'm done. But that's how I do it late at night. I think just get to that first machine. Just get to that first machine. All right. It's about 9 o'clock at night. I'm heading into the 24-hour fitness. I'm really not a late night person, but I try and think positive that there's not going to be that many people in there. Although it is a 24-hour fitness, it is amazing how many people are in there even late. But it'll be, I'm sure when I go through my machines, it'll go more rapid than if I was in here a couple hours earlier, 2 or 3 hours earlier when it's packed. All right, that was a good workout, man. That was a solid workout. There was some people working hard in there. Made me work hard. I'll tell you one thing. Not only is this a physical workout that I got in, but by walking out of there at 10 o'clock at night, when you work hard, and you're a morning person like I am, and you're walking out of the 24-hour fitness after a hard 1-hour workout at 10 o'clock at night. That's stuff I remember when I'm out on the course. When the going gets rough, man, when it's 3 in the morning and you're nodding off, I remember that I put these workouts in so that I could finish this thing. These things make you mentally tough. These late night workouts, for me, very difficult and gonna make me real tough going for Arrowhead and Tuscobia.